All right. And previously, after fleeing Verestratha and her blood minions, we have gone through a corridor of arched passageways and now find Umbra and Aether energy mixing from two opposing floors, both with large holes within them, creating a type of disturbance that our heroes have pushed themselves closer to, able to interact or move as they see fit. So with that, what would you all like to do?
Ellie was still trying to move closer to the energy up until the wind gets to be too bad for her. Still continuing on that mission. She's absolutely fascinated.
Yeah, I think you've gotten probably like a good, we'd call it like very close, I think, before you feel like it would be a bit too dangerous to go forward. Though you see, like I said, the rooms above and below, and interesting the way that this is going either direction. You could probably go through relatively safely, but you stand the two energies swirling into this purple, blue, and gray swirl.
This is all you. I don't understand any of this.
Oh, I don't understand it either. I just know that we're looking at this is pure magic, pure energy, pure essence of the world. I mean, this is how, if I could visualize what I feel, I use my powers, stuff that's in me. That's what's in my head, like right there. It's seeing these forces that I can manipulate them, I can change them, and to have like a direct tap to that, I want to touch it.
Do you have?
I really want to see if I can pull that energy and maybe store it or utilize it, or but I know that's probably way super dangerous. But we haven't seen any ways to get off of this floor, so we either have to shimmy around this, or we got to backtrack and figure out what we missed. Because the winds, how bad is this wind? Can we talk over it? Is this like a gust, or is it?
I mean, I think you're finding yourself having to speak rather loudly.
Yeah. The whole Mary, don't look.
I mean, look, Ellie, we have no way out. If you think that we can manage this or do something with this that will enable us to find a way out of here, I'm going to lean on your expertise with this. So I'll follow your ideas, much like you, quote unquote, followed me down the hole.
All right, so I can just grab a hold of you and we'll jump in. I love it.
If you feel that is best, I trust in your judgment. I mean, at least you're giving me a heads up this time, unlike I did.
I know. I'm a creature of impulse. I am going to try and see if I don't actually believe that I can control this, but I'm going to see if I can at least maybe try to alter the so we could at least maybe pass around it, maybe kind of dampen a bit, reaching out with trying to match my energy with it, knowing what I know about and what I've learned about with the Aether and Umbra. I'm trying to match its frequency instead of trying to cancel the frequency. I'm riding the wave.
Yeah, I think so. If the idea here,
It's just to pass by.
sure. I guess my question is, so this passage, it wasn't so much a passage, right? It was like surface catwalks. At
Right.
the end of last session, the idea was you wanted to find ways into passages proper.
Yes.
Right.
And you currently have 2 ways of passages proper in front of you.
Oh, I
And
thought
then
this was the other one we had.
Right? Well, yeah, this is what I wanted to review so we know what we're looking at. So,
Thank you.
this makes sense. So, what you found was there was a breakage from below that looked like there was rooms in a hallway and like kind of the smell of death coming up from it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other room that this seemed to lead to was one more you felt of like kind of looked like runes and some careful study, some like maybe ether experiments or study might be going down this wing for whatever reason, and they both had been broken in some fashion. And then this was coming there, so this was forming this kind of strange anomaly. So you ultimately could go into either one.
Okay. Well, instead of doing this, do we want to try the other passageway? I mean, I can still try and see if I can get it to dampen a little bit so we can pass by it. But I mean, this is pure.
Well, I mean, if we don't have to mess with this, then I prefer not to mess with this. So that is my opinion.
I'm just.
Ellie,
I just
but-
wanna,
But you do what you need to do here to quench your
thirst.
curiosity and your desire to know more. I completely appreciate that. So I will stand here and be ready in case things go sideways. But if we can't make any headway here, we should try the other passageway. What I don't want us to do is hang around too long and give Velastrata a chance to find us.
Oh, I entirely agree. I just want to reach out and do like an investigatory kind of feel, like, kind of play with it, going, all right, it's like trying to stop a dam. You can put something in, you go, oh yeah, definitely, we're not going to stop this thing or not. So I'm going to just reach out, see if I can hold on to that energy for a little bit. Not enough to get myself in trouble, but enough to go, oh yeah, that's outside of my league. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's
I wanna touch.
your
I gotta-
intent. Yeah.
Yeah. I got a touch.
I would say, yeah, go ahead and roll knowledge for me.
Oh, pair of fives. Right off the bat.
Ooh, nice.
So that would be a 10 total, but
Indeed, it's a crit. Excuse me. All right. In that case, I would say you reach in and I think what we can see is there's a small bit of it that kind of comes off into because the main storm kind of circling, then there's a smaller orb of it that detaches under your manipulation. And as you stare at it and you realize you can kind of feed it with your own emotions and curiosity, and we see it begin to get this perfect balance where instead of a violent swirl, it's the two energies orbiting each other very calmly. And I think your kind of understanding is that there can be a balance between them in a given reaction, but it's taking a consistent feed from you, either kind of anger or You can describe what this is going for you, or a more calmness. And you're having to go up. You're having to adjust, kind of second by second, to keep it in this balance. It's not finding a natural balance.
Oh, okay. So for anything, even so, by the size of a marble, golf ball.
Yeah, I'd say about an orange.
Oh, nice. So yeah, to do something really big would take a huge amount of concentration. It's active. All right. That was awesome. Did you see it balance? Did you see the color change? Did you see how it worked? Did you see that? That's awesome.
I did. I don't understand what just happened.
I saw it. I was able to get to maybe not. I did it totally, but it balanced, like the aether and the umbra, the good and the bad, the positive and the negative. They formed. It can be done. That there's once more. The world is trying to tell me that we're heading in the right direction, and we can. Maybe not immediately, but this just means we can fix this. Where we can bring back, we can get rid of the umbra. We can put balance back.
Well, that is definitely good news.
This is amazing. I got to put it back. She's just, ooh. So she's gently kind of pushing it back into the stream, and recording that in her brain, and still watching as her body turns, but her head is still watching, like almost intoxicated, almost in a state of bliss. We should probably go now.
Okay. You sure you have enough information?
No, but yes. If we stay, I'm gonna do something that you and Grim are gonna be mad about.
All right. Well, then let's try the
other room and
see if we can't find a way out of here.
Right. We got to get moving. Veristroth is probably already on the other side of wherever we're going to pop out. Just waiting. She's been waiting. They've been waiting for hundreds of years. What's another, 2 days?
I don't know. I feel like they are a little bit more antsy now that they know we have the crown. So that the crown is out for being protected.
All right. So there is the room above, there's the pathway above, and there's the pathway below this anomaly. Which one are you interested in?
What are you feeling, Garen? Do we choose up or do we choose down? I think we need to go down.
I feel like we need to do the opposite and go up. We were kind of high up and we dove down. I feel if we go down, we might go further into the crypts, where if we go up, we may be able to find either a window to let us know where we are in this building. I don't feel like we'll find a way out as we go further down into the bowels of this.
Okay, I can go with that. So let's take the upper one.
Alrighty. in that case, as you're looking at this, how well, yeah, I guess I know Garen can fly, and I guess Eliana, I know you have your walking. So what does it look like for you to get up into the ceiling here, basically?
So we gotta either climb, or is that the same for both?
Yeah, I'm assuming we'd have to do both going up. So, yeah, I could just if you just want to use your wall walk, because I have to use a stress to carry you. So
How far up is it?
About 10 feet.
can you use your special climbing abilities to get up there?
Yep.
Yeah, and
The one she doesn't have anymore. No, it's fine. She's gonna she's kind of walking with a little bounce in her step and kind of humming to herself.
she's just gonna float up there.
I gotta explain how this all kind of happens, but with the new information that she has, she's just literally walking on airs, and she tries to walk onto the wall, but it doesn't quite work. And she's looking up, looking down, it's like, huh? And then as I make my spellcast roll, oh my god, are you shitting me? That's another pair. This time it was 6s. And then I spend a hope, and she just pops, and then pops up to the hole.
Parkour.
So she just teleported.
Oh,
Holy crap! What was that?
could you always do that?
No.
Do you think the streams had anything to do with that?
I don't know. I mean, if so, I want to go back. Don't tell me things like that, Karen.
I don't. It was just an observation.
So mechanically, what I did is I switch up, because why have two things to get me moving? I switched out wall walk basically to get blink out. So
Nice.
because I can do that at level changes, switch out spells. Why have two moving? So I ended up picking up Cinder Grasp, and I switched out basically wall walk for Cinder Grasp, and then I picked up blink out. So those are my two new powers for being 5th or 4th level. So
Very nice.
Yeah. So wow, yeah. Come on up. The weather's fine up here.
Garen will and fly up.
All right. All right. So you fly on up, and the room above you now. The room you enter, I should say. You look around, and you can see around the hole that you just came up, there's a slight crystallization of the stone, like very, very, very tiny ether crystals that seem to have gone from this flow. You can see that apart from the crystals, there's like this fine dust, and which there are a good amount of tracks that seem to be in them. Some fresher than others. Seems like a very well walked or traveled area, even here. The abandoned crypts of Zorthu. The creatures seem to be quadrupedal when you examine them. What would you like to do? The tracks seem to be of quadrupedal creatures. That is.
I would just like to take a look at them first and see if I can ascertain what kind of creatures, like if they're creatures of the Umbra or if they're just natural run-of-the-mill creatures that we would encounter.
Yeah. Go ahead and just give me instinct.
15 with hope. Does that matter? With
So you gain your hope.
Yep.
As you begin examining. Yes, you're trying to find kind of what type.
I just wanted to see if what we should be prepared for. If I even recognize these tracks, is it just a normal animal, or could it be some sort of heavy creature or heavy beast?
Yeah. You get down, and the first thing you notice is that given that it seems to be walking kind of on its toes, the feeling you get is that of like canine.
Okay.
But it also has long claws. The weight distribution seems a little off. Like, given the size of it, it's much lighter than it should be. And the prints are very, very thin. And you just think the creature's emaciated. So potentially Umbro infected. And from what you can tell, this is a pack of them.
Well, good, Ellie. I think we had a pack of wild Umbra dogs that haven't eaten anything in a while. So
Nice.
should be on
You
the
picked
lookout.
this route. Just like to point that out. You wanted to go this way. As you're telling her that and investigating, she's kind of poking at some of the little crystals and seeing if she can pry them out of the wall. She needs samples.
Excuse me. Absolutely. Go ahead and give me finesse, please.
Guys, hold on one second. I'm just going to mute for 1 second.
No way. Not allowed. That is a finesse. That is a 14 with hope.
Okay. So yeah, I think spending a little bit of time here, you're able to you get.
Hey guys, I got to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Sorry
Yep.
about that.
Taking your dagger, you're able to get kind of flat with the ground and kind of scrape them up without breaking them. And you get like this small bag, I would say. Like a little pouch.
Guess that's she's ready to go down the hallway.
Yeah.
I don't got Garen here, so he's suddenly froze. He's on a glitch. Does anything, like, can she maybe give a little bit of energy to them? Do they light up? Do they react to her magic?
Yeah, I think you gather these up, and I think initially you think they could be used to add a damage die essentially to your to empower your spell. You think like this one pouch would like give you one use,
Oh, okay.
so they can magnify as you definitely saw they can magnify what you have. Looking closer, there could be other uses again, like more sophisticated uses. But this is the first time you found any type of occurring crystal.
Right. I was just going to ask you, like, this is the first time we've seen these, right? So, so this, what she's going to want to look for now is, you said that it seemed like they were doing some sort of experiments. Are they playing around with the energy and these crystals to, are there bigger crystals? Are they trying to grow the crystals? Are they, can you string these along and like a laser, pass light, pass energy, pass. So that's all going through her head now. Huh. So in the raw, this is awesome. So we got new stuff here. And then adds to her kind of helping out with the project, because we figured the other ones were they were made by magic. And then these are naturally occurring. So, we got two different things going. So all the Umbra ones are well, no, we've seen Aether ones that are good that were made. So yeah, cool. I don't think she'd ever use them for her spell. Well, I suppose if she was desperate enough, but
Yeah.
It would be interesting to get these back into, say, like the tower. I need more. This is not enough. We need a mining group. Where's the dwarves? Give me some dwarves.
And again, that's what's naturally occurring is you think like just what there is some type of leakage here from something from the ether that is just causing this concentration.
Oh, so it's not necessarily that pressure combined to make these crystals. It's that instead of being infected by the Umbra, they got infected by the ether. So
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there's almost like a large amount of ethers leaking, maybe from a larger crystal somewhere. But it's there.
Bigger crystal. Yeah, like a crown. Here's that here, so I can talk about this.
Yeah. But I would say you can kind of I think getting down, what you're able to see is that further down the hallway there is, well, I would say on the floor in general, there's about an inch of kind of this blue mist that as you kind of look at it, you immediately kind of have to push your head back because you realize just a bunch of tiny crystalline particles of ether, almost minuscule, that are being pushed out from somewhere further.
Is that the dust too, or is the dust just some of the dirt, or is it kind of
like the dust? Yeah. So this could indicate like a crystal that's degrading.
Right. Is this something that we should be, like, it's noticeable enough, like we should be putting on handkerchiefs, like making a mask, or?
Right now it's about just an inch that kind of seems to have it, but it could get thicker further in.
Okay. So when Garen gets back, I'll suggest that we take just some cloth and kind of cover up our faces so we're not breathing it in, because I still don't know what it's going to do, although she wants to breathe deeply of the good, happy blue mist. get a good buzz on the happy mist, which may not be happy, but she's still just in awe over what she'd found. So, but let's see, we should. So I guess with that, we'll just keep moving down the hallway. If I were going to be attacked, I'd like to wait for Garen to come back. But we'll keep, and I'm looking for, do my normal thing, looking for runes, looking for anything that's helpful, familiar.
Yeah, I think Yeah, I think you're kind of going down the hallway here.
I mean, either that or we pause and we talk about the game this afternoon. It's up to you.
Okay. I mean, we can. It was whatever you want to do. Like,
I don't mind moving forward, but we're just gonna have to repeat everything for Garen.
yeah, we are. So, I mean, it is. However, it's up to you. Because
I don't care either way. That's you.
I mean, if you have questions about the game, you can ask them. Well,
No, I'm just. Nobody else decided what they wanted to do except for Barbarian. I know there's a Barbarian.
and then Ranger.
Oh, is there somebody said something about Randy?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't look into who's in the D&D Beyond thing. That's probably what I should do. 4 to 5 hours, huh? All combat, basically. It's kind of what it sounded like.
I mean, I don't know about all combat, but I mean, definitely heavy on the combat. So
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
You know, if that comes up in convo with Josh and Grim, because I noticed he you know, I'd mentioned before he kind of backed out. I know he's got personal issues, but he seemed to be more excited about fighting and beating things up. That's what his character's really generated towards, as opposed to me, which is more. She's just more the find the puzzles and investigate. And Garen kind of seems in the middle. And if we need to get back to fighting more, if that'll make Josh happy, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You know, because we have swung we went from like constantly getting beat up to now we're constantly doing puzzles, and I love it. But you know,
I mean, part of that was with Josh not being around as much. So yeah.
no, right. I get it. But yeah, if that ends up pulling him, or if he starts coming back in, and that's something, because I know he can role play, he can do it all, and that's fine. But sometimes you generate a character with a goal in mind, like you want to go thump things. And if you can't go thump things, then you're like,
Well, and that makes sense, and I appreciate that, to be able to even like tell him, like, if you come back, we're good with leading hard combat whenever you're there. You know, like we don't have to continue a puzzle. We can be like, okay, let's fight because we've got Grim.
Yeah. Regardless, we can't schmooze our way out of talking to a statue. We go to some thumping, and that's fine. I don't care. Either way.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
No, we
We're just talking about you.
so that big storm that came through last weekend dumped a whole bunch of snow and ice here, but it hasn't melted because it's not been above freezing for 10 days. So I had dug one of our cars out, and my wife has an event a little bit, but one of the plows just came back and just dumped a whole bunch of I'm so frustrated. So I had to go out and kind of dig a little path so she could get her car out. So I'm out there in 7-degree weather in my sweatshirt trying to dig a little path for her. No gloves on. So anyway, are we alive still?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I didn't manage to touch anything that I shouldn't. I picked out.
They investigated a little bit that we decided just to talk so we didn't go too far.
I appreciate that. And again, sorry.
No worries.
No, you're good.
It happens. We had like 20 inches I had to get us out of. That
yeah.
weekend, so it hasn't gotten above freezing here at all. So
yeah, it's just, everything's an ice skating rink.
Yeah.
So all right.
Here I live in Colorado, and we're in 40, 50-degree weather.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
All melted. I just went above freezing to get rid of this crap. So.
Yeah. The day after all that happened, it was pretty much melted.
Yeah. Did you take any of the crystals, Ellie? Or
I did. I have a little pouch full of little crystals, and so basically, it seems like there might be a bigger one down the line. Okay. There is a blue mist that's kind of part with the dust too, and Ellie's suggesting that maybe we put handkerchiefs over our noses. Because it seems like it's going to get thicker as we go down the hallway. And I'm not sure if this is going to turn out to be good stuff or bad stuff, even though it's either. I just don't know, and it's probably better if we don't inhale it.
Understood. Yeah.
That's where I agree. We were going to start moving down the hallway, being cautious of packs of wild, crazy, hungry umber dogs.
Yes.
How big is this tunnel? Is it 5x5 kind of thing, or hallway or whatever, standard size?
That'd be about 10 feet.
Across and up, or just across?
Yeah, we're seeing all dimensions as far as.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'd say it's rounding, archway. So, but yeah.
Okay. So we're moving down the hall. We're going that direction.
Good plan.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Go that way.
So, then, as you walk down further, we had said that there is like this inch, like blue mist from the ether that's there. And it does seem to rise a little bit as you move further and further down. Then I'm going to go ahead and say, Aaron, go ahead and give me an instinct reaction, please.
Instinct reaction. 13. Nope. Yep, 13.
Okay. So let's say as you look behind, you become aware it seems to be from behind you from the hallway, and this kind of curves a little bit. And on the walls, there seem to be essentially workstations. Whatever was there is mostly gone, but whole hallway seems to be a place where people would essentially stand up and be at these little desks, and it looks like they would do some type of like experimenting or assembling. And because of this, it seems like this is designed for several sharp corners so that certain groups couldn't see each other. And you, around the edges where you just came, you can see this shambling, like kind of large dog-sized canine shape that doesn't fully reveal. You can just see a bit of like a bony snout. It seems to be following.
It's following us or following ahead? It's like it's following something.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
It seems to be following you. You kind of see it behind you, like it's tracking you.
All right, I'll alert Ellie to this. Say we're being tracked. And
Okay.
It just seems to be. I just hold up like one finger, like it's just a single creature. So, but I want to see if I. So Ellie, you go ahead and keep walking. Just don't get too far ahead. I want to slow my pace a bit and see if it also slows.
Okay, she kind of moves around.
Maybe look around
Along the wall. She's looking at the stations
Yeah.
as she slowly moves forward. So if it keeps curving or changing, she still wants to keep an eye shot of Garen because she wants to kind of protect him too. But she's looking at these stations and see. Almost like trying to bait the dog to come.
Yeah, I want to see if it's following us or hurting us.
Okay,
Yeah,
so this is Garen doing this, kind of trying
Yes.
to understand.
Correct.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an instinct action.
Instinct action.
So regular instinct roll.
That is going to be a 19, 20, but with fear.
Okay. Indeed. So you see here You try to examine it now a bit more. Looking, trying to understand what it's attempting to truly do. And from its movements, you get the sense that this hurting, this wanting to get you somewhere.
Yeah.
And as you realize that there's a movement of stone on the either sides of where the two of you are standing, revealing two other passages, each one with a similar creature. And from in front of you, another one starts slowly stalking and walking.
I found our dogs, Ellie.
Yeah.
Or more likely, they found us.
And I will show you a picture of what they fully come in as.
Oh, great.
Nice. Cool.
Do you have any meat that you could throw them? Some jerky, maybe?
Grim, get him.
Yeah.
No, I don't have. I don't think I have what they want to eat.
Oh, yes, you do.
Except
Yes, you
for
do.
me.
Exactly.
Right. So they look like they're ready to pounce.
Yes.
Roll for initiative. Okay.
Right. So
All right.
again, because of the way this kind of goes, because you all have more or less succeeded, you do have the spotlight more or less too.
Right.
All right, so let me ask you this then. What, as far as the passages go, how far away can I see? Like you said, are there curves and those kind of things, right? Like,
Yeah.
or is
Right
this
now, you're at like what looks like they've lured you to this crossroads where they each take up one path,
okay.
and you're at the center. And the biggest one seems to be the one that was coming from the direction you were headed.
Down that way, can I see any light or anything like that, or is it still?
Yeah, I would say this essentially this one in particular is backlit by like that flow of ether. So
Like
there's
no-
like this blue light.
Yeah, but no like
Oh,
natural.
the one that was going up and down. That flow.
Yeah, you think the flow is probably coming from the direction the largest one has headed from.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to put my shield on my back and take out my battle axe. And just kind of be ready. I don't know that we can speak to these things.
No,
Ellie, you have any ideas here?
I think we're hunkering down for a fight. I'm going to throw up my Veil of Night. So I'm going to block these two directions off if I can. So that would give them. Basically put both success. You create temporary curtain of darkness between 2 points within far range. Only you can see through this darkness. You're considered hidden. Adversaries on the other side, and you have advantage. I'm kind of, if you're saying it's kind of like a four-way intersection, I want to stretch it across to block at least two of them to be able to see us. Hopefully
Okay.
that kind of slows them down a little bit while we fight.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. So that just blocks sight, right?
Yes.
So they could still like charge through normally,
They
right?
could charge through, yes, but if they're charging as an attack, it would be at disadvantage.
Perfect. All right. So you tell me, do you want we'll say the way you're headed is north for this discussion. So we'll kind of say, do you want north and south or west and east?
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
Blocking off two ways.
Yeah. Let's block off north and south. But we're gonna keep. I want to block off the biggest one, and then whatever one next to it. So yeah.
Well, the opposite side.
Cool.
I at least want to try and confuse it a bit.
So make the roll.
So that was bathing. We're bathing now. So it's 19. And it's with hope.
19 with hope. Okay, so sun and darkness comes up, separating them from you. And what would you said? 19 with what? Hope.
Hope. Yeah.
All right, and then let's go ahead. I'll spend a fear here as you hear the one that you've suddenly cut off howl, and you hear its bony claws and the bony claws of all them begin to charge immediately. So we're going to go ahead and process the two that do not have the disadvantage. All right. So with that, the one down the west hallway howls loudly, and this is going to be kind of ear splitting. Here we go, and that is going to be 13.
Hit or damage?
It's going to be to hit.
That hits me.
That hits me too. I mean,
Okay, absolutely. So as it and it's this odd shrieking howl, like bones rattling, to produce this, and so that is going to be a stress for each of you.
oh boy.
And then, as you're watching the other one, it takes a step forward and almost sinks into the darkness, and you realize it is immediately behind you. As it opens up its mouth and tries to take a bite out of Garen, drooling almost like this acid. Jeez, that is going to be 15.
Yep.
As it comes down, there is a flash of ether energy. And you can kind of see, Ileana, that these creatures, at least this one, seems to have like that slightly crystalline ether that has like adhered to their teeth.
Oh.
As they strike down, as they bite in Garen, you feel pain deep inside, like at your spiritual center, as though it's ripping at your soul. And this is going to be 9 direct damage.
Yikes.
Okay.
And now I'll process the other two. Moving, actually, sorry, just the other one, actually. So one from the south, point, bursting through the shadow, we'll say at Eliana. It's going to attack at disadvantage. So I think that's going to end up missing. What we'll see. 15, 12 plus 2, 4. That's a 14 to hit.
Shit. Yes.
All right. Then go ahead and as it comes down, go ahead and give me a presence reaction. As again, you feel like this pain deep within your heart.
That is a 14.
14. That will do it as its teeth come in for kind of ripping at you for 3 physical.
Oh, my word.
You see for a moment as you're trying to resist, it's as if as it grabbed your skin, it also grabbed hold of your shadow that is being made of the ether, and it pulls at it, trying to rip it from your body.
Yikes. What the hell?
But in this moment, you're able to calm, exert your own presence as it finally gives up and snarls. And now as these 4 are, actually 3 surrounding you, the one that seems to be the leader is behind the wall still. And I'll pass the spotlight.
All right, go, Garen.
Garen will, one of his, I guess the one that hit me, I will cast a bolt beacon at it. That is a 17 with hope.
You got it. 17 with hope's going to hit.
And that does 15 points of damage.
Ooh, very nice. That is going to be severe.
And now it's vulnerable. So the one that's on me is vulnerable.
You got it. And you both have the spotlight.
Ellie, what you got?
I am going to. I'm going to unleash chaos on this one that just bit me. And that'll drop the veil, but. Well, you know what? I'm going to keep the veil up for now. I'm just going to use my glowing rings. Just punch it. Or I'm going to attack it that way. Shit. 14. Oh.
14 with hope will hit.
It's 2d10 plus 2. 4. 12 points of magical damage.
Okay, that will do severe.
And then, if I can move, I'm going to try and move away from it.
Yeah, which way do you want to move? Because they all came from the directions.
I'm just going to try and get to Garen so we can like back to back it, so they can't try and come around behind us.
Okay.
So I'm moving towards
Fair
him.
enough, yeah. So you both got to get to the center here.
Yeah.
And that was with hope, right?
Yes.
Right. So have it.
I will take a swipe with my my axe then to the one that I made vulnerable. That will be 11, 14 with fear.
Okay, that hits.
All right, that goes. Uh, 23 points of damage, physical.
Oof, very nice. Okay, again, marking another severe down upon it. It shakes its head and okay, cool. I would say again, you hear almost commands now from behind the shadow wall as it's giving like complex howls. The leader is so. And what this is effectively doing mechanically is multiplying the amount of adversaries I'm able to highlight as it's given extra commands here. And with that, we will start. The one Ellie here, as one that's been on you, it's going to continue its attack. Here for a 9.
It's not hit.
All right, what do you do as it lunges forward, trying to grasp at your shadow?
She just kind of steps to the side and just kind of bats the thing, and it goes
Okay.
into the station.
I love it. Quick step as
Right.
it goes forward. Next,
Nothing will change.
the other one begins to continue its howl.
Hmm.
Here. That is only a 5. Don't think that hits anybody.
Nope, does not hit
Look at her
me.
here.
Perfect.
Too focused.
Got it. And then very last is the one on Garen. That gets low, goes in for another large attack, trying to grab at your large froggy throat. That's going to be a 17.
Oh yeah.
All right. So this again, kind of going deeper, getting at your soul. What do you feel like this feels like for Garen?
This takes Garen right back to where he was before he started this journey and met Eliana and Grim, where he had so much doubt in himself and in his abilities, and it is just putting him in a place of darkness where he has no, his outlook on life is just everything is bleak and there's no hope for any of us. So it's just crushing him that way, because he had come so far in this little short period of time, and now he's being taken right back to it. It is just taking his hope right out of his soul.
All right, this is 3 direct damage. And I'll go ahead and pass the spotlight.
Now, when you say 3, is that like 3 hit points marked off?
No, it still goes against your thresholds.
Okay, 3.
You just can't soak it with armor.
Got you. So that's minor. Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah. Then I'm just.
Yeah, go ahead and go, Gary.
Will again attack the one that is right next to me, trying to get at me here. 9, 12, 14 with hope.
All right, that hits.
And that does 15. Physical.
Very nice. How do you want to do this?
Yay!
So as I feel this, I know that this is not right. This is just this creature. This is not how I'm going back. And with the axe, as it is trying to grab my throat, I just swing upwards and cleave it right through the belly, from like groin to neck, and just come straight through, straight up.
Perfect. All right, as it leaves with a little bit of a whelp as the bones shatter. And that was with Hope.
Yes.
Very good. You have the spotlight. Ready?
Ellie is gonna go nuclear on Big Bad Dog. Gonna unleash chaos and burn some stress to gain a +2 to the die roll, and if I hit, to double the damage of the die of my choice. So let's roll the hit. Come on. 16, 17, 19 with Hope.
Oof, that'll do it.
Okay.
So which one is this
Actually,
you're going
that would
after
have been a
again?
21. The big leader, I want to stop him from making commands.
All right, so
So-
you're kind of like taking down the darkness wall at this point.
Yeah, because I'm casting the spell, that veil's going to drop. But I got so hold on. An advantage is a D6. Not that it matters because I already hit. But
Yeah.
16, 20. It would have been like a 23 to hit.
Nice.
All right. So I'm using all 3 of my tokens. So that's 3d10. Spending the stress. I gotta mark the stress. Stress for the plus hit. Stress for the double a damage die. So there's 3. That's 4d10. And there is a reroll any number of your damage dice on attack that deals magic damage. If I have to, I'm going to spend 3 hope to reroll the damage. All right, here we go. No whammies, big bucks.
No ends.
All right, so that is 20, 21. 21 points of magical damage.
Okay. Very nice. So, as this is a arcane, this is a blast of energy.
Yeah, this is the Unleash Chaos. So, it's magical damage, just zipping down the hallway.
All right, it zips down as you see before. There's this yelp as you realize the one that had been howling jumps into its own shadow and emerges from the leader's shadow, leaping in front of it, taking the blow.
Oh.
Oh,
But how do you want to do this? This absolutely decimates this creature.
so this purple, blue, gray energy. Now that she has colors, goes shooting forward. It's Aether and Umbral, and it's Rod. It's taking her inspiration of the energy she saw downstairs, shoots it down. The hallway lights up, like everything's just and the thing pops in front, and just as it hits, it's like watching all the anime. It just disintegrates, gets blown apart as it takes all the damage, and she's like, "No, you motherfucker!"
I love it.
That
That was
was
with
just a
hope,
job.
right?
That was with hope.
All right, part of the spotlight.
All right, so what is left? The big dog is left and another one? Or
Just the
we've
big
got
one.
just the big one? All right, I will spend
there
a hope.
There weren't 4?
There were 4. The one that just jumped in, you destroyed.
So there should be 2. Like, I'm not sure. Hey, I'm good with 1 left, but
Oh, that's
I
right.
only
Because
found-
there is the one that's been trying to. No, yeah, there's one left. It's just the one.
okay. All right, cool.
I will spend a hope to shoot the bolt beacon at the big dog.
Got it.
So we can kind of light him up. That is a 11 with fear.
Okay. With that, it looks and it just puts its body almost flat against the ground as the bolt goes
Okay.
over the top, and it comes back and will leap right towards Ellie.
Of course. Bring it.
That is 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as it's leaping, she kind of ducks, does a shoulder roll underneath behind him, and he misses.
Got
Okay.
it. So let's have a little growl, and the party has a spotlight.
All right, so now is it right up on us in melee range?
Yes.
All right, then I will take a swipe at it with my axe. That is going to be a 17, but with fear.
Okay, that hits.
All right. That is a 16 physical damage.
Very nice. That is severe as you come down. Much of its bones crack.
Is it still ours?
No, you rolled with fear. And with that, it gives its quick looks and gives a vicious snarl as it leaps kind of into its own shadow and sinks away.
Bad
Yeah.
dog.
And then for a moment, you stand and you can hear echoing several more snarls within the area, and then they all grow silent. What would you like to do?
Are you okay, Ellie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Throats, body parts, and stuff.
A little shaken. I went to a dark place there for a moment, but we are out of this. So, how are your wounds?
I'm good.
Okay.
They never hit me. Do you need my health potion?
Nope. We're all good. We're all good.
Okay.
Is there anything left of them, or is it just bones? Or do they?
Not the one I disintegrated. No.
Yeah. I didn't know if they
There's
all
one
kind of
you-
fade
oh,
into the
Yeah, no, they're
mist.
they don't fade. They're there.
Okay.
And you can see like now their forms are like covered with this like sagging, shadowy sinew that seems to be almost like physical black umbral.
I'll just poke. I'm gonna poke one with my the axe handle, just to make sure, just to see if there's any. I want to make sure that these were actually live creatures and not animated. I guess I'm using the word live loosely here. I know
Yeah.
we're in the Umbra, so I want to make sure they're not kind of constructs or something that could reform and come back.
Yeah. You look,
We can burn them.
these seem to be corrupted creatures. So in a sense they were living, but just almost living off the Umbra over short
Understood.
times. And actually as you piece together, you kind of shake it, you see a symbol around its neck, like a collar. And I would say it should be recognizable, possibly from an old teacher. As it's a holy symbol of the veiled deities.
Huh.
You can tell me kind of what you think it might be and where you might have seen it.
That's you, Garen.
Oh, that's me. I'm sorry. I thought it was yeah.
Nope,
I'm
that's
like-
Aaron.
I'm like, what do you think? No, okay. Actually, I feel like I've seen this. You said it was a scarf, right? Is that what you said? Sorry,
Yeah, it was like a symbol. So
like a symbol.
yeah,
Um,
it could be a scarf. It could be really anything you want here because this is like collaborative. There's just
Yeah,
something
so-
around it that calls back to this.
So I remember seeing this type of scarf with symbols on it when we were doing rescue missions, and we would use dogs, actual dogs, to help in the rescue, whether it was high altitude or and any kind of thing like that where we needed some extra power. So that kind of brings me to what we're seeing here, that maybe these are Umba corrupted these rescue dogs that we would use in my old job.
Mm.
And it tears at me a little bit to know how well trained they were and how helpful and faithful and just loyal they were, to now see them potentially, if this is the case, be turned into something like this.
All right. So we see Garen kind of looks sad as he grabs what's here. What would you all like to do?
Ellie goes back to checking out the stations, seeing if there's anything that she can, any new information, especially dealing with all the mechanical stuff that we ran earlier in the other mountain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say looking over this, these stations seem to be primarily have been used. You can see some bits of broken glass and mixed materials, potentially to create potions of various types.
Is there recipes?
Okay. Want to take a longer search here? You can go ahead and give me instinct.
Let's see. Instinct plus 3. It's a 14 with.
Okay. I was just going to ask, because remind me, what recipes have you all collected thus far?
For potions? None that I know of.
None? Okay.
I don't. We haven't really run anything. We've dealt with like mechanicals. We've dealt with crystals. Everything that we ran into that I think of, that I can remember. I have to dig through the notes, but it's all been building constructs or, getting that corruption part going. This is the first time we've seen something dealing with fluids.
Got it. Right. In that case, as you are pushing through, you can you find enough to detail how to manipulate the bones and ground bone to dust, infusing it with a certain amount of ether in order to create a essentially a relaxation draft.
I mean, I'm assuming that if any of the ingredients that are here, they're probably old or not usable. That's why I was more looking for the recipes. And if there happens to be stuff here to formulate one later, I'll grab it. But I'm assuming just age-wise, they're probably not potent anymore. But having the recipe would be awesome.
Yeah, so this is minor stamina potion recipe.
Minor stamina.
Yep.
Nice.
So it's just a recipe, and we weren't able to make the potion.
So what the recipe does is the item itself is as a downtime move.
Okay,
You can use the bone of a creature to craft a minor stamina potion.
excellent.
Yeah.
So it gives you an extra downtime move.
Okay.
Can I use
cool.
Can I use the bones from the umbral dogs? Is there bone pieces left?
There are. You could definitely grab those.
Cool. I will grab a doggo bone dust. Doggo bones.
Doggo bones.
Doggo bones to use for a potion in the future. Yeah. That is super helpful for a person who needs. You and I both use a lot of stress.
Yes.
Sweet. So yeah, if there's nothing else, we got to figure out which way we're going. Are you going with your normal always go right?
No, in this case,
Garen, are we going right?
in this case, I think we should go in the direction where the big dog came from.
Go down check out the lake. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
I mean, normally you always go right, but in this case, we have kind of a difference in some of the passageways. And as I've learned in my studies, I'm not as studious as you, Elliot, of course.
Oh, hey, I don't know it all. So I know nothing.
Which is why I'm sure you touch everything.
I am always good with checking out the light, though. You know me. I like to touch things.
All right. So, what does it look like you think for you all to proceed down this hallway where the flow of ether energy is coming from?
Has the mist gotten thicker, thinner?
It is getting thicker as you're getting closer.
It's still getting thicker. What was your question? Sorry.
Just what's your strategy here? Like, what's the approach you're taking? I think.
Oh,
as you're going down.
hey, Gary, I'll take the lead going up this hallway. It might be another one of those fountains of eternal energy youth. So, if you don't mind,
I do not.
So I was just gonna walk just slightly ahead of Garen and still kind of reaching out, detecting for magic, looking for runes or anything that's on the walls as we get close, trying to see what this light thing is. And she still has a little bit of bounce to her step. She's having fun. almost humming.
Oh, amazing. All right. So I think as you're trying to understand everything around, go ahead and give me a knowledge roll.
Oh, that's all right. She's oblivious. I got a 10 with fear. So she's just happy. Well, I don't know. It's up to you, but I don't think a 10 is very good.
Yeah, I think. Well, so again, I think one of the things, Integra, what we'd like to do is, like, she's like doing her thing. It's just whatever the environment is kind of like worse than
Right.
So I think as you're going about to try to see and understand, um, there, yeah, there is a movement, uh, somewhat suddenly. You realize the way that these halls kind of were made, like the mist is getting thicker, and you didn't really quite realize it. You don't realize that you had just come to the end of it. And I think Eliana, you looking about so thick with the mist, you essentially headbutt the door at the end, and
Ow.
as
Are you okay?
do, um,
Door.
this sudden force gives this small ignition to the ether in the air. As you realize that it all like becomes charged, and I need both of you to give me agility reactions to back the heck up.
Oh.
There goes Ellie touching things again.
I didn't mean to. Oh, good lord.
Agility.
That would be a 6. Is that it's a reaction, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yikes.
That is going to be a 12.
12. Okay, so both of you, this is 11 magic damage
Oof.
as it ignites. Now that can be soaked with armor normally.
Okay.
Okay, I'm using my rune word. Let's see. So 6 on that one. So you said 6, so 6 points. All right, that's a hit point for me. Or I could use an armor slot. You know what? I'm gonna use an armor slot. Seeing as I have it back. Yay!
All right.
Sorry, I should have seen that. That's my bad. I take responsibility for that one.
So this ignites, and then you feel the door here sink to the ground, and more of this ether crystal, like dust, pours out, and before you can see a room where from the door there's a staircase that goes down, and opposite where you are, you can see that there is a passageway, and for the first time when you're within the crypts, you can see that the dust here is backlit with what appears to be daylight. On the walls of the room are cracked prisms made seemingly of this arcane crystal. All of them are leaking out, or many are leaking out horribly, creating like this. So the room looks like it's aligned like a few hundred, like, well, maybe 100 or so. Some might not be damaged, even though most are. It's hard to know at first glance. But below, and now growling, you can see the injured leader you had before, as well as 10 other hounds.
Oh.
Wounds, and these seem like more dangerous, more ether upon their bones.
So when you say down, they're inside this room, so we're looking down upon them, or?
Yeah, so if you figure out there's like essentially a round dais around the room.
Okay.
Like very thin. And where you're coming from, there's a staircase that goes down into the bottom of the room,
Okay.
where whatever's done here was done. And then another staircase that goes back up and presumably out. Seems to be the only ways. And along the walls are these prisms of ether crystal. Many well, you can tell you only see broken ones at the moment, and kind of down in that pit, you see these creatures.
They haven't heard
and
us.
They notice
They're
us?
growling. They're definitely growling. And for context, these are the ones you faced before. I had as tier 1s. So these are tier 2s.
Ellie, you don't have any sort of explosives in that pack of yours, do you?
No.
And I suggest we go up. And up.
Why aren't they?
They're probably protecting the pack leader.
I know, but isn't that odd?
Well, if these creatures are what I think they are, it's not odd at all. They were trained to be rescue animals, and seeing one of their own hurts, they would naturally try to protect it. So the behavior I've seen before, not in this large of a quantity, but if this does track. So I think if
So if we heal the leader, maybe we get friends.
in a normal
I can hear
situation,
Grim now going, "No,
if, if these were my dogs, then maybe that would be the case. But these have been corrupted to a point where I think it's best if we just
but
avoid.
they're not attacking us."
Right, which means
Okay.
that we should leave.
Yes.
I know in terms of science, Ellie, I get your experiment, and I can appreciate that. But in this case, I think we are. And I kind of point at some spots in my armor that have been dented. Some of the leather straps have been chewed on, so they're not really fastened. And I also kind of hold out one of my hands, the hand that shoots the bolt beacon, and you can see that it's a little shaky. I said, I don't think we should tangle with these.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I don't. All right. That means they're super intelligent, and if they're imbued with Aether, that means we can. All right, we won't. All right, let's go.
Okay, so to be clear,
We're going
right
to the
now
room
the staircase goes down, and then you have to go down into the pit to take the staircase up.
Oh, well, that changes the.
We have to go through them to get to the daylight.
Yeah, unless you do
That-
something else, but that's just what you're looking at right now.
Okay,
That
so the
changes-
only way out is through.
Or I mean, I could fly us across. That would cost me my last stress.
How
Right.
far? No, don't do that. How far is the other side?
Very far.
Oh, fine. Just put it just outside of my teleportation range. Thank you so much. Oh, wait. So I can go from far to very far. That's the next step, correct?
So not quite. Because you don't move a step, you move a close distance.
Well, so with blink out on a success, I can spend a hope to teleport to another point you can see within far range. But with my manipulate magic, I can extend the spell or attacks reach by one range.
So in that case, yes. Yes.
So technically, I go from far to a very far, and I can pull it off.
Correct.
Okay, so I need to spend an additional hope for each creature to bring with me. And like, all right, I know it's new. I try,
But
I just tried it
can
on me, but
I can
but-
fly without stress. It's only when I carry.
yeah, but this is instantaneous. Maybe they jump.
Yeah, and for context, just to back what Alana was saying, you'd take like maybe 8 moves to go a very far distance.
For him flying.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
for flying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it
Hold
would
on.
take a lot.
So
I have.
That's why I see why she wants to do it.
No,
yeah,
no, but I have
can
this
tell.
potion too. I have the blood of the Yorgi potion that will allow me to disappear from where I am and immediately reappear at a point you can see within very far range.
Okay.
I just don't want you to spend hope when it's not necessary.
Garen, I have 6 hope. I'm maxed
okay.
out.
You are.
I still have plenty of stress. It's just
That's right.
you
I
and
did
me.
straight. You are just bouncing around here. You're all happy and excited.
I still haven't taken any damage. I'm using my stress because I had to, do some magic. But otherwise, I still have 3 stress left, and I'm only using 2 out of the 6 hope that I have to instantaneously just, put us on the other side. This is really not taxing my resources.
Understood.
So don't spend what you don't need to spend, and then don't fly over when it just gives them opportunity attacks.
Understood.
For 10 dogs. So stop it, Garen. Let me blink you over.
Okay.
So I just got to beat a 12. And I get a 15 with hope. See, I get a hope back.
Okay, very good. 15 with hope. All right, within a cloud. As you activate this, you realize that within this concentrated ether room, this exploitation of a magic surges out from you as you move, and you look back and you realize from the point you left there is an exponential concussive explosion of the dust now moving of the arcane energy. And I want to say from the two of you, give me agility reaction. This is to just get moving now.
So it's coming towards us, or coming like we were.
It is going in every direction.
Okay, so I was just trying to figure: is it like coming at us from behind, or
It's coming at you from behind you currently.
Okay.
17.
Pair of 3s.
Oh, nice.
I'm getting in touch with all this energy stuff, man. I'm soaking it all up. Bring it. I ain't afraid to use. If anything, if I can get away with the energy's coming out and she takes it kind of into her and kind of redirects it. She becomes a conduit for that energy, so it goes around Garen.
I love it. Yeah. So as you push, you now understand as it's enough to create a little field that then pushes both of you down the hall as you're running down, almost giving you extra force as you're keeping the energy almost as pressure against a cork. As
Right?
you're
Riding this wave.
Ride it.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, you push harder. You find yourself almost like falling through at this point. And let me just pull this up. All right. And let's see here. For you. Perfect. So going forward, you then find yourselves you finally hit daylight as it hits out, and you look down and see about a 1,000-foot drop.
Ooh.
I can tell you, what do you want to do? Because right now this blast is going to throw you off.
Shit. Well, you can fly.
I can fly. So I will. So just like when we went down the thing, I will. The wings will come out. I will spend a stress to grab Ellie to keep us from plummeting.
We're going to use that as a backup, though. I want to kind of
Okay.
before we get to the end, we see like this opening coming up, and it obviously looks like it's just shooting out to the air. I imagine it's just the whole Indiana Jones Temple of Doom thing. Like, holy shit, water's behind us, and it's going to come blasting. So as she sees it, I'm going to try and use the energy to apply brakes. Like, I'm going to push out against the if I can get away with it. Call it using the Unleash Chaos to kind of slow us down if I can by applying brakes.
I mean, so what I'll say is you're free to do either one.
I mean, if it doesn't work, then we're gonna shoot out, and then Garen's gonna have to catch me.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is if you shoot out, it's probably going to be very bad. Like, so there's going to be a negative consequence for depending how you try to do this.
Well, that's why I'm trying to use the magic to stop us. The energy to stop us from shooting out.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm trying. Yeah. Sounds good. Go ahead and give me your spellcast roll.
Uh, 23. Oh, on this one.
23 hope.
Yeah.
Very good. So, all right, then in that case, I would say using the energy, you're able to push the two of you to the side as this blast shoots out into the air here. And you find yourselves kind of clinging to the edge, 1,000 feet up on the side, and overlooking. You can look down and see a last bit of the ruined stone bridge, and then just as mists cover, a little bit of a rope bridge.
Now what? I'm getting very intimate with this rock.
I guess you said there was a rope bridge that we could reach.
No, this is very far away, or
very
of
far
range.
away.
Out of range. So what I'm saying is you're essentially right here.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So we are still gonna have to fly down.
Yeah.
So
you're
that rope
looking
bridge-
down at all of this, you can just see
Okay.
the bits of this bridge, basically.
Yeah, above the H. Yeah, okay.
But I mean, it's still, not even very far out of range entirely along
Right.
more of a journey.
But is there a place that we could safely land?
You do see the stuff below.
Yeah. Is that like? Because I mean, it's hard to tell from the picture. Is that
It's 1,000
like-
feet.
But is it like open, or is that more like of a building? Can we land on top of it? Is it
You
like
could
more of a-
try to land on top. Like, it is what it looks like is like ruined pieces of a building. So there's some roof, some of it's broken away. It's various. So right here is more open, just kind of the walls. Here there's
Right.
more a holy roof, basically.
There's got to be some place you could put two of us down at.
Yeah,
And,
that's what I
and,
said. I want
and a grim sandwich.
to. Yeah, so I will do that if we feel like it is. I mean, we can't stay here, so I want to try to scout out and see. As I'm like, Ellie, we're gonna have to fly again. Are you good with that?
After everything else that's happened. Yeah.
I
At least you
wanted-
warned me. At least you warned me ahead of time.
I told you I'd ask this time.
Pluck me up and throw me down a hole.
Yeah, so I will take Ellie and we'll wings out, glide
We gotta-
down.
We got to heal your stress. Somehow.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take we're gonna have to find a place for a short little rest or something. Glide down and see if there's a place to land safely that doesn't appear to be occupied, that maybe has some cover. So Veristratha, if looking out of a window somewhere, doesn't see us. So
Yeah, I think
that's my intent.
And I think that makes a good stopping point for us too. We can land. We'll take a short rest so we can get stress. I'll take a watch and relieve stress and whatever else you want to do, Garen. but I can take the watch. I just need to work on some stress. That's about it. Because I know you need stress. How's your health? Your HP?
I got 3 left.
Well, you get your stress and your HP back. You got armor slots left?
1.
So, you're hurting all around. What the hell? Okay.
That's why I
yeah,
didn't want to mess with those dogs, Ellie.
I get it. I get it. I can give you. Well, if you need the potion, I still have the potion of health.
I still, no, I think we're okay. We can. If I took a short rest.
I mean, honestly, we're nearing the end of the session, so if anything of yours recharges per session, use it now. Use it all.
Well, that would just be my my prayer dice. So, and I used a couple of them already. But
oh, okay. So
yeah, we're good.
If you got anything, burn it now, and then
I did to
reuse it.
My hope is all the way up. So it's just the clearing off the stress and maybe an armor slot. So
okay, because I'm just gonna clear stress and I can take a watch. There's nothing else that I need. I'm at 5 hope. I've only taken 1 hit point, and that's been that way for a while. I have 2 armor slots and my 3 left. I have 3 stress points. So if I drop my stress back down, I'm toasty. So I'll do that. She's living a stress-free life right now. She's had so much fun in this place. She wants to go back. Sicko. Why did we have to leave that fun place? We could have helped those doggies.
Right. So you're taking your short rest move. Sounds like you're repairing and on that.
Is that 1d4 for short rest plus tier?
Yep.
for stress. I will tend to my wounds.
Okay.
That isn't confirmed.
That's 4 fear for me.
Yeah, you don't get so much now, huh? There's only 2 of us. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I started today at 10. I burned down to 2.
Nice. I mean, turn. Short rest.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ellie, and if you're keeping watch, give me that watch die, please.
All right, I got a 7.
Okay.
Suck ass number.
All right, are we going to go with 7?
I mean, this is on a 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go with the 7. Just play the odds.
Okay. Let's go with the 7. We'll keep ours.
Little girl, yes you are.
Okay. Real cute voice for what we're doing. In that case, as you all take this breath around, you hear howling from where you left. You can see kind of movements of things running, not really willing to leave the ruins. But also from before you, you hear growling responses of things alerted, as though really for the first time, the ruins know the living are here.
Great.
What'd you roll?
What did I get?
Yeah.
Oh, I got an 8.
Yeah.
So with that, we will end forward to day.
Awesome.
So basically that, I mean, for whatever it's worth, that was describe how the imposing darkness intensifies. You gain a fear was the 7.
Cool.
So that was good.